Can
change.
you,
Right. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are. We were just having a little chit chat before we joined, so you might have heard us in the last minute. But good day to everyone. And Roger, it's a nice sunny day, and the weather in October has been
a,
good.
a beautiful day. It's like an extended summer. I can't complain. The weather has been, summer that keeps going and going, and I hope it can go for another few weeks. I heard it's going to finish up this week, but for now, I'm enjoying it. Beautiful outside.
Yeah, we have to enjoy it because we complain when it starts to snow and stuff, but
Which is soon. Which is soon.
just so yeah, I was driving home and I turned into my complex and I saw the sign for snow removal services. And I'm like, no guy, too soon.
Too soon. You can't even wait until Halloween passes.
Yeah, he's got up the sign and I'm like, no, no,
Ready
no.
to rock and roll.
You're not ready for snow. So
It's a businessman.
it's yeah, it's a businessman. I guess you prepare early, all the you go into the stores, is all the winter stuff is coming out already.
I know this.
Yeah.
Usually it's in November. Now you're seeing it in October.
Yes, yeah, very early this time around, yeah. But we've got a lot to talk to as usual. A lot of things happening. There's tennis. There's the WNBA, and believe it or not, I'm one of the new fans who've been watching it.
Oh my word! Wow, it's taken over.
It's taken over, yeah. And we've got the a lot of track and field to discuss. Some movement there, actually, in track
Yes,
and
some
field
massive things going on off the track.
off the track, yeah. And we've got, as usual, some cricket and some soccer to talk about. We have our 1 hour to get all that information into you. So we're gonna get started with looking at the Beijing tennis, the female side, and Coco Gauff is into the finals, looking like she's having fun again.
Is it the new coach Ingle? Is it? Is it? Tell me. Is it new?
They're saying it's the new coach. I mean, I saw something there, and I was wondering, can they change so quick? Because they said the new coach worked on her forearm, which everybody thought was the weakest point,
Yeah, yeah.
and she's improved. But does it happen that soon? You know?
You know what? Sometimes it's just a little change that they need, a little change here or there that the old coach probably didn't realize. And
Hmm.
I don't know how much he'll do overall, but maybe that first change is a big one, and it's helping him for sure because she's looking like she means business, like she's a winner already almost.
Yeah, she's looking really good. I was a bit on the fence, which wherever it goes when she played
Yeah.
Naomi Osaka, but Osaka pulled out with an injury.
I was so disappointed because she changed coaches as well, right? And she's like she's gonna do something. So I was waiting for that game, and it
Yeah,
didn't happen. I was like, oh my god.
yeah. So it's been going along for nicely for Goff as she beat Badosa last night. She lost the first set, but came back,
Yep,
won the second to 6-4, 6-2
yep.
after losing the first one 6-4, 6. And she will meet Makova, who beat Zhang 6-3, 6-4. So
Yeah, should be a good game, but I'm firm in the corner of golf for this one for sure.
yes, I am too, and I have to check the start time because I believe I will get up and watch this one.
Oh,
Uh,
I'd love to see her win. That's good.
hopefully she wins, and it starts at 4:30 p.m. So I guess 4:30 a.m. for us.
Yeah, yeah, a
Mm,
little early, but yeah,
a little early, but
not too bad.
yeah, let's see. Actually, no, hers. Oh, that's the start of the doubles.
Doubles. Okay, her game is a little later
It's yeah, not before 7 p.m. So 7 o'clock in the morning.
in the
Yeah,
morning. Yeah, that's
I should be up at
more
that time.
than doable.
Yes, more than doable for sure. Don't have to get up too early.
Yes, yes,
Yeah.
yes. Well, I'm
And
happy to, a lot of people change coaches, as you know, and she was one everyone's looking forward to see if it's going to make a difference. And so far, it's made a huge difference. She's looking like a different person out there, and she already had the attitude and the confidence that she can do this thing. So with her improved game, I think she's going to be very dangerous.
yeah, I think so. And look forward to see what she can do in the finals tomorrow. And as we're talking about coach changes, it's a big surprise. But number one, Iga
Right?
Swiatek.
Yeah, I was like, what? She's changing coaches too. What's going on here?
Yeah, after 3 years to get three trophy laden years, 3 years when she won a lot of trophies, and
Yeah,
but she's figure it's time to split.
Not good enough, coach. I need a new one.
Yeah,
I've won a million things, but I need to win a million more. So bye bye.
I mean, she's won 4 or 5 Grand Slam titles with her, and
Yeah.
but something's not right. So she said, time to change. I guess she's
Well,
been,
she has been inconsistent, though, England. I will say she has been winning quite a bit, but she's not winning as much as she should, for sure.
yeah, she's been losing a bit recently. So I
Yeah.
think that change caught me a bit by surprise, but you know, nothing is too surprising these days when
These
it
days,
comes to
yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm
coaching.
not shocked because as I've noticed, yeah, she has been stable, but she's not been exceptional, and she was exceptional before, and she just had to stagnate a bit. So maybe she needs to change something up to get back to fire. See it happen to Coco Goff, maybe it happened to her as well.
Yeah, we've seen it with Coco, and also we've seen it with Naomi Osaka.
Osaka, yeah, 'cause she looks like oh, she's back just based on what I saw, but I hope she can get fit and come back and show me that she is really, really back.
Yeah, she's actually. I don't know if you saw someone I guess said something about her and that she's a fluke, and she
Luke,
responded. Yeah, she just said now Miss Osaka is a fluke, so she responded. She actually said, "How is it possible to be a fluke with 4 Grand Slams, lighting the Olympic torch, beating multiple 20 opponents, and
exactly.
top 5?" So, and then she actually said, "You know what? You couldn't even touch one of my accomplishments with your fingernail."
Oh
She
boy.
answered that, but yeah,
Powerful response. I don't like when they respond to these nonsense, but a powerful response.
yeah, I think she had to respond
Yeah.
definitely, and yeah, she made a point. So very good of her. So maybe she felt that that one couldn't be. She couldn't let that one slide for whatever
No,
reason.
for whatever reason.
Yeah,
Yeah, it hit her hard and she responded, which is how it's supposed to go.
yeah, for sure. Can't let everybody just walk over you all the time.
Exactly, all the time. Yeah.
And then on the men's side, there's some tennis going on. I think is it in Shanghai?
Shanghai. Yeah.
Yes, and Djokovic doing well. We've gone through. He
Yeah.
won easily. Sinner, Alcaraz, they're all winners. I'm not sure if Felix is playing in that one.
He's out already.
Oh,
Yeah, he was playing.
he was playing. That's what I thought, because that's why I said it, because I thought I saw something come across saying
Yeah, I don't know, man. He's
was-
gone. He's the one who needs a new coach.
yeah, he needs a new coach for sure. And he's gone in the first round, so yeah,
Yeah.
didn't go through.
No, no. But I
And
mean, I'm looking forward to see if Sinner's going to take on Alcaraz again. They had a lot of fun in China,
mhm.
where Alcaraz came out on top. So let's see if they can go back, or if it's going to be Djokovic showing that he's old, but he's not done.
Yes, he still has something to prove, I believe.
Yes,
So,
he does.
and he wants to keep winning. He doesn't like to lose. So I think
No, he doesn't. He doesn't. This must be very painful for him because he's been close, but no cigar, and it's been a bit since he won his last um,
yeah,
Grand Slam, and he believed he would have won one more to become the number one of all times, but it's becoming elusive for him.
yeah, it has been, and yeah, he wants to win like extra title for sure.
Yes, for sure.
I mean, part of me want him to win, but whatever
But
happens,
it's fine with him being tied at the top.
yeah, or maybe they just go out together like that.
Yeah, initially I wanted him to go on top because, but the more I've watched, I was like, you know what, he's good where he's at.
Yeah,
Good where he's at.
he's pretty okay. Anything else on tennis?
Yeah, just Sinner. I was back to Sinner for a second here because he said he's shocked that they're going to be appealing his what is appealing his drug freedom. So why I'm confused. Why would he be shocked? The
Well,
whole world is saying he got away with murder, and he's saying he's shocked that they're appealing it, and he's confident.
I guess he thought they'll just leave it alone, but I don't see why he's shocked. I don't understand why he's shocked. I mean,
The whole world sees what's going on. He even if he wants to deny it, he knows that he got away.
yeah, he did. Yeah, yeah.
So let's see how that one pans out. But I mean, I'm just a little surprised that he's taking that approach. Maybe he's been coached that way to say, "Oh, I'm surprised. I did nothing wrong. I deserve what I got." But We all know that he got away, so let's see what Water can do.
Yeah, and it was a steroid that he took, right? I think.
Yes, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
He just
so
said he didn't know that it was just been given to him, which is the same story. A million people have told, and they still got banned. So
fine. Because from what I know, it's your
it's your
responsibility.
responsibility what goes in your body.
Yeah. So I'm not sure why he thinks he'll get away with it.
He did it first round. Let's see if he can keep getting away. If this appeal is going to get over him.
Yeah, it'll be bad for tennis in some sense,
In some sense, yeah,
but
yeah. But justice,
you got the justice, and you have to pay for what you've done. So
exactly. Should definitely should.
just wanted to get onto some basketball, the women's basketball, as I mentioned. I was watching we in the semifinal stages, and I watched the game last night with New York and Vegas.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was basically a blowout, 95-81.
Saw that
And then Connecticut and Minnesota. Connecticut actually they went one up, and now they're down 2-1.
2-1.
Yeah, they lost
I'm a
92.
little, I'm a little surprised at the New York how they're. Well, let's see, let's see. But
New York,
it's
yeah.
going to be interesting with them and Vegas. I think whoever wins that wins the whole thing. But we'll see. But it's interesting how it's turning out so far.
It is, and they've said that no team has ever come from 2-0 down
Yes,
and won in the women WNBA. But I think that Vegas has the ability to do that. Just
they do. But yeah, it's a hard thing to do. Very
and,
hard thing to do. So it's going to be
and
interesting to see if they can find a way to do it. But it's a very hard thing to do.
well, these two teams meet again on Sunday at 3 p.m.
And what do you think?
I'm going with Vegas.
Ah, look at you.
I'm
Rolling
gonna-
the dice here.
yeah, I'm gonna go and bet on Vegas as a
No,
comeback. I might win some money, so I bet on them to come back.
Kevin, they were the favorites, right?
They
So
were, yeah.
yeah, so I guess everybody's gonna see can they come back and do this. So that's what champions are made of. So we're gonna find out if they're champions or not.
On the other hand, 5 o'clock you have Minnesota and Connecticut, so
Connecticut.
that should be a good game as well.
Yes, yes.
But see if they can even it out, go to a game five. So
Who do you like there?
um, I like Connecticut because I think of any team that I've watched in the season, they're the team that I've watched the most,
Okay,
and I
okay.
like their style of play. But I I think Minnesota also have a good team, so it can go
Yeah.
either way. You don't
That
have,
one is harder, in my opinion. It's hard. I mean, in my opinion, I thought Vegas would have been
I,
winning this thing, but I mean, yeah, Connecticut is a nice team to watch, and but it's tough going up against Minnesota, and it's a very difficult game to call.
yeah, I really thought that it was gonna be just a one-sided
Yeah,
game with Vegas and New York. I thought it would have been 3-0 and but it's
now they
not.
got to come from 2-0 down.
Yes, yes, they do. So we'll keep an eye and keep you updated on the WNBA.
For
Uh,
sure.
any other things, sports you want to talk before we get into some cricket?
Just a little golf. There's some talk here that, believe it or not, there may be a peace deal, as they call
Yes.
it,
So
but by the end of the year with Live and golf. So PGA. So what do you think about that one?
yeah, I've been seeing that, but I kind of tuned out because I've seen this before. But I'm hoping. But what I'm noticing now is that more and more live golfers are back playing in tournaments.
That's what I noticed.
Yeah,
It's like, what is going on here? I thought they were over there making all this money. What happened here?
yeah, because they're now out playing in a tournament right now in England, I think, is it?
Yeah,
Or Spain or somewhere in Europe though. But yeah, and they're just playing together like nothing happened.
and nothing happened. So
Yeah.
I think there's a good shot that by the end of the year, as McIlroy is saying, that yeah, good sign of progress is being made, and it may be ended. This big split may be done by the end of the year, which will be really good for the sport.
It'll be good for the sport because you need the best players in the world playing against each other.
Exactly.
And yeah, it's just not good when you don't see have that. So
Yes.
I was watching this morning, and some of the names at the top of the table, I didn't even know those names. But McElroy is there, so you always watch when McElroy is playing. John Ram
Yeah.
is also.
John. Yeah. Ram is there.
Couple and the leader of the board right now actually is Tyrrell Hatton, who moved over to Live Golf also. So
There you go.
they're having a good time in the DP Tour.
They certainly are. They certainly are. Yeah,
You
the
got
last thing on golf was the President's Cup, right? So
this last week, yeah.
what happened here? Didn't they weren't they down like 4-0
Who's that? The Americans were up from day one,
from the? Oh yeah, they came back. Yeah, yeah.
and then it was tied on early morning day two,
Two.
and
Yeah,
then,
yeah, yeah.
the Americans just blew them away.
It was a blowout.
It was a blowout. It was yeah, it was not even close.
There's no
But
competition.
there was some controversy at that President's Cup because I think there were some players who they thought got too emotional, but it's
Yeah.
part of the game. To me, it's part
It's
of
becoming part of the game. Before golf was this quiet, dead thing, but now everybody has emotions out there. So yes, it has
yeah,
become a part of the game for sure. They just need
yeah,
to deal with it.
the players who put in the put you to bed sign and stuff like that after the make a putt.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, it was really and yeah. Tom Kim, I think, had a few words for some of the Americans. So,
yeah, yeah. Good for
but
competition.
good for competition, as you say. Yeah, it's good. It was good. I think. I watched a bit of it. I didn't get to see the end. I watched it on the highlights later in the evening because we had
Okay.
a game. So, but I enjoyed what I saw when I had that time to see it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's good. Yeah,
Anything happening around? Maybe so. Well, there's nothing going on with the F1 this weekend, but there's a lot going on off. I think off track.
there's a lot of talk going on off the track. Yes,
Yeah, because I think
Verstappen and Russell. There's a lot of talk going on back there.
yeah, I think Mercedes trying to make up their mind. I think they've told who was it? One of the drivers. They're not looking at him. They're looking for a rookie,
Yeah, yeah.
a younger person. They're building for the future. So there's a lot of talk been going on as to who's going to be taking over from Hamilton
Hamilton. Yeah.
and who can win the championship this year.
Yes, yes. Norris feels he has a good shot to win the championships this year, and I believe he's right. He's on a nice little roll now, so let's see. But I think it's still Verstappen's championship to lose.
It is. It is still his to lose, and but I think his frustration and the way he's acting right now, he
He's
probably
a crybaby.
yes. So I think he's not focused unless he get his focus back. I think you can find that he can lose that.
Yeah, he's a little one. If he's not getting his own way, he gets upset and
Yeah,
throws a temper tantrum.
yeah.
So he needs to
Also,
grow up. But yeah, he's certainly the man with the championships in his pocket right now.
yeah. So they're back at it again. I think next weekend is it?
Yeah, the following one, I think.
Or the following one, yeah. I think 18th of October
Yeah, the
in
following one.
The US. Yes, to the following. So a big break actually.
Yeah, yeah, it's yeah, unusually big, and usually it's usually 2 weeks, but now they got three, I think. So
Yeah, gives them time to regroup and come back very
and to
strong.
think about their lives and why they're not doing well.
Mhm. And
Some of
come,
them.
yeah, some of them for sure.
Yeah, I think even Hamilton was complaining that he doesn't know what's going on. He did well in the practice, and then in the race he had nothing.
I don't know
So
how the cars change that much.
I'm
I,
confused.
I get confused about that too because it seemed to be good in the practice, and then you say, okay, well,
Isn't
Hamilton looks good, and then no.
isn't it the same setup? I am confused because Saturday he was flying, and
Hmm.
Sunday he had nothing. It's like, okay, what happened overnight?
Yeah, it's just amazing. It's just surprising to see these things.
It is, it is, but I guess that's racing, and I'm not a pro to tell you that, yeah, they did this overnight, or they did that, or they changed cars and they put that in. I'd have to get that information before I could share it. So let's see if one day it comes to me to see what they're doing overnight to make such a substantial change for the cars.
And that's true. Okay, you're listening to Love Bay Afrobeats Music Talk Radio, the England Roger Sports Hour. We're now going to get into some cricket, Roger, and the CPL. Do you want to start with the drama first, or
Yeah, I think I'm curious about the drama. So maybe you can tell me what happened.
yeah? Well, the lights went out.
What? Yeah, yeah.
And
You tell me what the hell happened there.
I actually was shocked because I wasn't watching the game at the time. I was out for it at the time, so I was hustling to get back home to watch the end of the game. And then kept checking, and I said, "What's wrong with Quick Info? They're not updating the scores."
Well,
Then then I realized the lights went out, and the it mysteriously came back on. So Trinidadians are crying foul and saying
yes,
sub.
big time.
But the rules basically state if the lights go out, they're gonna play according to what like if it was a rain delay.
Oh,
So
really? Okay, okay.
yeah. So but the thing that was questioned is that 1050, I think 1056 was originally given.
Hmm.
1052, sorry, was originally given as a cutoff time. But then the umpires came back and the match referee and said we didn't take into account the interval. So it's actually 11:01.
Ah,
The lights came back on at 10:22:51. Just 10:51.
10:51. Yeah.
So gave them enough time to start at 11:01. And 60, chasing 60 in 5 overs, batting second with all your wickets in hand. That's easy, I think.
Fairly easy. As long as, yeah, they put their heads down, they can get it.
There were some people saying, "Hey, look, the lights are back on. Just change it and play the full game." Nobody has anywhere to go. But I guess the rules are the rules. They can't just extend the game more than an hour.
I don't. It doesn't look good, but I mean, if those are the rules, then we have to live by the rules. I mean, if you don't have rules, then you have a problem with the game.
I mean, CPL put out a statement. I don't know if you saw the statement, but no one is really listening to that. Yeah, but the other thing that there's also saying that they gave although the lights went out, it wasn't as bright, but they gave the captains an opportunity to stay on the field.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and the Barbados were willing to continue, but Trinbago said no.
No. Interesting.
Right. So some are saying that it's Rob Pooran of a second century, because he was on 91
Yeah, I know.
with 5 balls to go. He definitely could have gotten a century.
That's for sure. I think it was all about Puran.
It was, yeah. So the Trinidadians are really not happy at all. And
Oh, yeah.
next nine, Guyana played, and they had some rain. But the statement, if you get a chance, read the statement. And people are now blaming my buddy Rian King, who was a match referee,
Oh, yeah?
and his yes. But as he said, the game, the it's treated as though it was exactly the same way as a rain
A
interrupted
rare
game.
interruption, yeah.
Yes.
Technically, looking at it, yeah, that makes sense.
But I was gonna say that I know in St. Kitts, they they have a standby generator for such things.
That's to me, that's a bigger problem because you cannot have an international game like this and there's no backup. Are you
Yeah,
telling me that they didn't have a generator ready?
that's what I'm.
Everybody has a generator ready.
Everybody has a generator, so why you don't have a generator to put this back on? So I think
Ridiculous.
it makes the CPL look bad, and now I know
Exactly.
people are saying a lot of things about CPL because they are now. The argument is that why is Guyana getting CPL until 2025 finals? you
Because
know,
because the prime minister paid for it.
yeah.
I don't know. I don't
So
know. But yeah, why are they getting it, England?
that's exactly what it is. It's a bidding process, and so they're saying that the CPL is not helping. Now you're hearing stuff like it's not helping the Caribbean people. It's the organizers and the owners of CPL are putting Caribbean countries and people against each other, and all this stuff is coming out. So, well,
Not good. Not
yeah,
good.
I am not a big fan of CPL, to be honest. The model, because
Okay.
like what happened in Jamaica, and then they moved the team to Antigua. Same thing.
Okay.
Antigua had a team initially, and that was moved to Saint Kitts. So it's
Yeah.
almost like you say to the government, "Say, if you give me more money, I'll bring the country."
I'll give you a team.
Yeah,
Wherever I have to take it from, I'll give you a team.
yeah.
Oh man.
Barbados will be the host in 2026,
Okay.
so you can plan for that. But right now, Guyana is full. I mean, I know a lot of people have gone down to Guyana for this weekend's final.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So let's talk a bit about the finals and the two teams in the finals. I mean, it's Guyana Amazon Warrior and St. Lucia Kings. And St. Lucia Kings actually looked good all season. And Sammy again doing some good things.
I got to give him credit. As I said, I think last week that a lot of people give him a hard time that he's a cheerleader, not a coach, but he seems to be a little of both now. He's cheerleading and he's coaching.
And there's some discussion, and I don't know what you think about it, that a national coach should not be coaching a franchise team.
There's some logic to it. And if you look at football or soccer, yeah, that's not what happens. They just coach a national team.
Right.
Yeah, because there's no case for bias or anything like that. But yeah, there's good arguments to support that.
Yeah, but I guess maybe the West Indies say like he's just a white ball coach and he has to have supplement his income because he's not full time.
Yeah, that's the other part to it, right? Is income.
Yes, that's probably one of the things that, and as you said, he's showing to be a good leader. He's not showing that he seems when I say good leader in terms of man management.
Yes, yes.
Probably he's not the best in skills and stuff, but at this stage, you don't really need to teach anybody skills. You just
They
need,
should be there already. I mean, these are the pros, top of the top. So it's just a matter of knowing the situation and who goes where and the strategy to use. I mean, those are the main things, and he seems to be doing okay with that.
yeah, he seems to be doing very good with that. And so I think at this point, I have St. Lucia as slight favorites because they play fearless cricket, but Guyana is at home.
They're at home and they have been, I think they're good every year for the last forever. So they're always thereabouts for the championships, even if they don't win it when they get to the finals. But I think they have a good shot. Um,
They do, and I have a good leader in Imran Tahir.
yeah, yeah, they're doing very well. I'm sort of picking Guyana for this one actually. Although
Mhm.
St. Lucia is another little role, so you got to be careful. They're going to be very dangerous.
St. Lucia is going to rely a lot on the stats, and I think if Johnson Charles can get off to a good start, then I think you can him and Faf to play. If they get off to a good start, then they can take the game away from you.
Yeah, I mean it's. I mean, as you know, Johnson Charles is my favorite, but I think he's been very solid. He's been very good in this tournament. So
Mhm.
if they don't get rid of him early, he's gonna make some serious damage, and he could take the St. Lucia Kings into a position where they can win this game.
Yeah, and the middle order is not too bad either. You got
Yes.
Tim Seifert in there.
Yeah.
But and you look at the guy in the batting, a lot is going to depend on Shea Hope and how well the Shimon Hetmeyer play.
Hetmeyer, yeah, those are the two that I think can take away the game and put it in Guyana's lap. So I I start to have more trust in those two than Johnson Charles and Duplessis. But let's see.
And also Garbaz, he's pretty good too.
Yes,
He's
he's pretty good. Yes,
Afghanistan. He's
yes,
good. Gives you an explosive start.
he's
And
good.
then they've got some good firepower in Moin Ali
Yeah, yeah,
and experienced team. So Guyana at home will be tough, but
very
I'm
tough.
I guess maybe I'm going with my heart on this Julian Alfred one. So
I know St. Lucia's on a nice little
it's
roll, you know. You win the Olympics, and now you're coming to win the
when
CPL.
yeah. So
Yeah,
we'll look at that. That's tomorrow at 7
tomorrow.
p.m.
Yeah,
Someone had told me it was a day game, but I saw it's 7 p.m. So let's hope the lights work.
work, and don't lose power with no generator.
Yeah, let's hope the Prime Minister said, "Hey, get up there and put in some generators. Make sure
Exactly.
don't make us look bad."
So true. So true.
Yeah, but CPL going along well, and another successful season at least. When they got to Trinidad and Guyana,
Yes, yes.
the place was filled. So
They got a lot of support, and
good,
they enjoy themselves. You could see the crowd rocking and then having fun. So it worked well in those two countries for sure.
it did. Just some updates from some Test cricket series that's finished. Sri Lanka beat New Zealand 2-0. Australia and India, sorry, and Bangladesh. And India won 2-0. How did they finish that second test in less than 2 days, Roger?
I'm wondering what happened there. Did Bangladesh just say take it?
I'm wondering the same because everyone thought that was a drawn match. I mean, guys were making fun about the game being rained out for a few days in India,
Yeah,
and it thought it was all over. But India's played a level of cricket that we haven't seen in a while.
it's just good to see. I mean, I like when they play like this though. I mean, they're just dangerous, they're ruthless, and they're just really professional on the pitch out there. So yeah, they were awesome.
They were very good, and I mean, they played the stats that they had was even better stats than you would see for some T20 games. I mean, it was
Yeah,
fantastic.
true.
Uh, yeah, it was really good. And the two teams go back at it tomorrow when the T20 starts.
Yeah,
So hope Bangladesh should be hoping for some better results. But
hopefully they can get even one.
yeah, if they can get one, it'll be great.
Yeah,
But not expecting a lot of good luck for Bangladesh. But let's see. It's T20 cricket. Anything can happen.
anything is possible with that.
Want to move on also now to the women's T20 World Cup.
Do we
And
have to talk about the West Indies? Like, what happened?
yeah,
I
I'm
don't know. I don't know,
yesterday.
man.
I tuned in yesterday to watch, and I'm like, wow.
I was pretty excited about. I mean, I sorry to
Team.
say, but I was pumped about saying this team looks like they're going to do something different and something good, like 2016.
That's what I thought too. And even Captain Haley Matthews said it's the best team they've assembled in a long time.
In a long time, yeah, I'm pretty
Yeah,
pumped about them.
yeah, I thought so. I mean, but it shows if she doesn't score big on Stephanie Taylor, who did well, she got 44.
Yeah,
No, but the others, Bianca Dutton, it shows that she's a good player, but being away from
rusty,
the international, yeah, I think
rusty.
she's rusty.
Yeah, yeah. I watched how she went, and I'm like, okay, she just needs to get back into her rhythm before you're
Hmm.
gonna see the best of Deandra.
Yeah, I think so. I think later on in the tournament, but I believe West Indies still have a chance of getting through to the
You
next
think
round.
so?
Yeah, the top two goes through, and I think they
They
should like
didn't. They didn't look so top two yesterday. But I mean, I
it
don't know.
didn't, but they should like their chances against
Scott,
Bangladesh, Scotland, and even England. It's gonna be a tough one against England, but
for sure. That's what I'm worried about. I mean, they should beat the other two, but yeah, I was. I don't know. I think if they play like how they played yesterday, they're gonna have problems with England.
that's true. But I'm hoping that they play better and
Yes,
Deandra by then will come through.
get a
Uh,
rhythm by then.
yeah, and West Indies can. But if they play the way they did yesterday, um, it's
They're in
all over.
trouble. I mean, I'm happy to see Stephanie stepping up and getting 44, but then I saw her limping, Ingle, and I don't know what that means for the rest of the tournament, but she was limping.
She's been injury prone for the last couple of years.
Yes, yeah.
I don't think they've gotten it right, whatever it
No,
is.
what, they haven't figured it out.
No, I don't think so. So it's hard just because she started many tournaments and then had to sit on the bench.
Which I'm worried about. It's like, okay, not a good showing by the rest of the team. You showed up and then you look like you're injured and you may not show for the rest of the
And
tournament.
for
And
the rest of the
what are
time.
they gonna do?
Yeah, let's just hope that was just nothing major
I hope so. I
and she'll
certainly
be
hope.
okay to play.
I certainly hope so. Certainly
I
hope
think
so.
the biggest surprise for me so far in this game was yesterday's game. New Zealand beating India.
I was shocked
And
because
it was
India's been on a nice little roll for a while now. So
and it wasn't even close.
yeah,
160 and India 102 all out.
all out.
Yeah, it
I
was.
guess I guess you're allowed to have a bad game. I guess.
Yeah, you're allowed to. And India is New Zealand should be happy because makes it easier for them going through the tables.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
have, I mean, it's a tough group because they've got Australia women to play still, Pakistan,
Exactly.
and Sri Lanka. So, but beating India, I mean,
That easily.
we've seen India is at the bottom of the table, but that's probably not going to be for long.
Not for long. I'm positive about that. They're gonna bounce back.
They definitely will. And some games played today. No surprises there. Sri Lanka women 93, Australia 94 for 4.
Yeah.
And England playing Bangladesh at the moment, 52 for 1. And they are 7.3 overs.
Okay. Okay. That's not too bad.
So,
Seven,
yeah,
seven runs and over.
I'm not sure why she's not playing, but I don't know if she's lost form, injured or what, but There's a Dunkley. I'm not seeing her in the
Oh,
England
she's
team.
not. She's not. Oh, okay.
Yeah, so
Strange. Maybe they arrested her. That's a little strange.
maybe some niggles or something. But she's normally at the top of the table.
For
I mean,
sure.
top of the order, and
Order,
she's not there. So, but I'm just checking if she's even with the team in the World Cup. I don't think she would want to miss the World Cup. Nobody will want to
yeah.
miss
Nobody
that.
wants to miss the World Cup
No,
that you play for.
that's the whole thing. You just that's the whole thing, and Dunkley. Not
Not on the list.
yeah, she's on the list.
Yeah, she should be there. I think maybe they just want to rest her up a bit.
Maybe she's resting, as you said. Yeah. Couple of things in just another update. I mean, at Canada won the T20, the first tri series to be held in Canada with Oman and Nepal. Canada,
Congrats to Canada, Ingle. Congrats to you and your organization. That's good.
yeah,
That's a good thing. Winning is always the best thing. So,
it is.
congratulations.
They took the ODIs 4-0 and then came back and won. They lost one game in the TRI
Mhm.
series, which was the No Frills Cup. We got a
Yeah,
sponsor for the series of No Frills, and it was actually a good showing. The days when Nepal played, it was like a party atmosphere.
yeah,
And I
yeah.
think the greatest thing that happened was the weather. The weather cooperated.
Really well.
Went well.
Yes.
Wrap up quickly on cricket. Some news and notes. West Indies has announced the appointment of Linford Ivory as its new COO and acting chief executive officer.
Good move.
Yes, a good guy actually. Yeah,
Yeah.
he's very articulate, smart. He's a young guy,
Okay.
and I think it's good. Whether he'll get the full-time CEO job or not, we'll see. But it doesn't seem that way because he's been appointed as this chief operating officer.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So he's probably just going to be acting until they're ready to bring somebody in. And they've also West Indies have also offered multi-year contracts.
Yeah, I wanted to ask you about those. Some of the names, but I mean, first of all, do you think it's a good move to do the multi-year?
I think so. I think it's a good move. Players are there. Well, the players who they've given the contracts to will probably now focus fully on getting themselves ready for cricket.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
not that much to worry about. But the names, as you said,
That's the big thing now. Like, who didn't make this multi-year? Why didn't they make it?
yeah. I'm surprised that Shea Hope was given a multi-year because he played a lot of the T20 leagues.
Leagues, yeah.
Alzari Joseph, Shamar Joseph been given a multi-year also. Brandon King,
You got yeah.
Moti was a surprise to me actually. Good at this,
Okay,
Moti and
yeah.
Jaden Seals. Those are the ones with it. I thought a guy like Alec Athanaze would have been.
Happened is yeah, there you go. I'm a little confused as to the logic as to who get a multi versus who doesn't.
Uh,
I'm sure there's logic somewhere, but it doesn't make sense to me to tell the truth.
two people not on the list who are in the 1-year contracts that stand out from these Alec Athanaze and Casey Catty.
Carty, yeah,
Two
yeah.
young men who I think should be given those contracts, but they know what they would be doing. So it's just good to see, and they've done it for the women too. And
They
the
did.
three women have been given multi-year: the wicketkeeper Charmaine Campbell, Haley Matthews, and Stephanie Taylor.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah,
And
those three I think deserved what they got.
yeah, the three of them deserve. So that's a good move for West Indies, and they've also named their team, Roger, for the ODIs and the T20s in Sri Lanka.
Yeah,
A couple of surprises, I guess. New faces. We've got in the T20 squad, we've got Shamar Springer coming in
yeah,
for the
so that.
first time. Fabian Allen is back in the mix, which is good.
Good to see him. I know I don't think he's in the top of his on the top of his game right now, but he's always excellent in the field and lots of energy. And you never know when he's going to put something big out there. But there's a tad surprise that he got a call back for this one.
Yeah, and you've also got Evan Lewis back in. Terrence Hayes getting a nod as well. Andrew Fletcher is back in too.
I saw that.
And yeah, so they said the selectors said basically it's a chance to test the depth and assess players in different situations. So several senior players are missing out because there's no Puran,
No, this
so and then the ODI squad. I think the biggest surprise for me was 17-year-old Joel Andrew getting a call up.
call up. Yeah, I guess they're trying to give him some exposure, but
Yeah,
I didn't see that one at all.
I didn't see that either, and I was actually wondering like, has he done enough? But
I don't think so, but I mean, who am I to say? I'm not a selector, but I
yeah,
don't think so.
and I just hope it works out good for the young man and doesn't go the other way because I've seen with I think is sorry, young Bishop who was
Okay.
taken on a tour, the last West Indies ODI tour, and he didn't do that well. And although he didn't do well, I think it probably was an opportunity to give him a chance again because
Yeah,
first
yeah.
time around. But
They
he's out of
didn't.
the system, so I hope it doesn't happen that way for Joel Anja because
That's the
he's
sad thing, right? Because you destroy the poor young man now. You take him, he comes back, and he doesn't know where to go, and then he goes nowhere until he stops. So you don't hear much about him anymore. His confidence is gone.
exactly. But the T20 series on 13th, 15th, and 17th October.
Yep.
The games will start at 9:30 a.m. Eastern Caribbean time, 8:30 Jamaica time.
Hmm.
And ODIs at 20th, 23, and 26. Matches start at 5 a.m. Eastern, 4 a.m. in Jamaica. So probably less people in Jamaica
The
reading.
better, I know it's a little earlier.
Yeah. So Raj, I think that's it for me on cricket. Don't know if you have anything else. If not, we can get
Yeah,
on.
just have one quick question about what's going on with Rutherford over there with the Finn Kitts and Nevis Patriots. So, did they have a fight in the locker room or something?
I don't know. He abruptly left, and just maybe he felt that they were losing too much, and he didn't want to be a part of it anymore. But
It's strange, I tell you. Some strange things happen.
definitely, I was actually asking someone the other day who's in charge of this team because if you look at the team on paper,
Yeah.
you got Evan Lewis and Kyle Mayers
Yes.
at the top. You've got Weatherford in there. You got some really good
They
players.
got big names there, good enough for them to be competitive.
Yeah, but you can only win one game. Then, as you said, someone must be punching the walls in the
You
wall.
know, I know. Something's not right, but
Yeah,
yeah, I don't know. It's fun listening
but
to things that happen behind the
some
scenes.
things exactly. Yeah,
Yeah, that was about it for me on cricket.
yeah, that's it for me too. So we can move on to some track and
Yeah, let's swing over to some track and field because, a lot of talk in Jamaica. I mean, some people have said Shelley Ann Fraser Price hasn't truly said what happened to her in Paris, why she didn't run. Some said she had an injury, but was it real? As people don't know.
Mhm.
But at the end of the day, she formed this club with Coach Walcott in Jamaica.
Right.
And yes, now she's leaving Ingle.
Yeah, I saw that, and I last week when we spoke, I said I didn't think she was ready to leave to quit.
Yeah, I thought she would have been, but now apparently she's not. She's going to be 38 at the end of the year.
I don't think she went out the way that she wanted to. So
I believe so as well. But do you think she'll be able to go out the way she wants to at 38? That's the big question for me.
that's the question too. But I'm hoping, hoping it doesn't get worse and she just embarrass herself. But yeah.
Yeah, it's strange this decision. I know she had some injury issues and she didn't race a lot last year. Maybe she's upset about that. I
Hmm.
know people said she was extremely upset when Elaine was brought over to Elite with her because even though they didn't train together, but I hate using the word hate, but they don't really get along. And she left
Right.
MVP because of Elaine. Now
Right.
Elaine came over to her camp. So she wasn't happy about that. So I'm not sure if she's being a part owner and maybe not having enough, or was it on the track issues, off the track issues? We don't really know. But Shelly has accomplished anything you can think of. You want to accomplish double Olympic champion, 5 times world champion, everything you can think of, she has. It went 10.60. So she must have a very good reason, England, to want to come back at
Yes,
38.
I think so. She has some. She must know what she feels and how fast she thinks she can
She
run.
can
So
go.
yeah.
It's interesting for me. And then the rumors are she has chosen this young man who I know, Andre Wellington,
That's
Uh, and Kingston College, East Kingston College, he was a hero there. I think he won the 100 meters every class 3, 2, and 1. But he's the one who coaches Nkume Boaji, who went on to Boaji and Nkume, who went on to run 9.99, the first schoolboy to do it. So
hmm
they're saying that he's going to be her coach now. So he coached Boaji, and he coaches KC, but that is it. And I know this guy has a full time job, so I don't know. Maybe now he's going to leave that job, or I don't know. But good coach and an excellent guy, a really really nice guy. So I'm happy for him. But I mean, Shelley knows everything. I'm assuming what to do, but he doesn't have that experience. I mean, would you go for somebody with very little, no international experience, really, to take over one of the top athletes in the world?
No, I don't think it's the best move, but as you said, maybe she feels that she knows enough and knows what to do, what her routine should be. But still, you need somebody with good eyes looking at you if you want to get that.
Exactly, to pull out stuff. And I don't get me wrong here. Andre will be able to do that.
hmm
Um, is this pressure for him? I don't know. But as I said, he's one of the nicest guys you can think of. A very, very solid guy. I met him when he was in high school, so I know him. A great guy, great guy. So I'm happy for him, and I know he will do well. So interesting to see how it works out with Shelley. But as mentioned, Elaine came over there. Elaine didn't get to run at all, basically for the whole year. Ran a couple races, went out. Shelley ran like 4 races. So Elaine also left.
Mm,
But the rumor is, and it's not 100% confirmed, but like about 95 or 96% confirmed, she's going back to MVP Ingle. So it has always been the talk that she made a career being an MVP.
right.
She left because of whatever reason, her husband, whatever reason people say. But now, and Coach Francis has said many times he didn't want her back, but then
You're right.
last year he did mention that he would take her back, and apparently he will.
Oh wow.
So,
There's so much happening.
so much happening. So a lot of people are looking forward to that because everyone believes that as long as she's there, she's going to run fast because
hmm
they have the formula for her to run fast. They know what to do, where her weaknesses are, where she needs support, and all of that stuff. So it's going to be interesting to see if that happens and how that works out. He has spoken that he loves the crew that he has now. He thinks it's the best crew he has had ever, and he had Shelly and Elaine together with Natasha Morrison and all those people together. And he's saying these young kids that he has now is the best ever. So I know he has Crystal Slowly, he has the Clayton twins, and he has Serena Cole. So that's 4 people who I think in general can run under 11 seconds. So it's going to be interesting to see how Elaine fits in with that and if that's going to make her much better as the senior amongst them.
I always feel that a healthy Elaine will is the only one that can break the world record. I
I'd
don't
say a healthy Elaine is the best sprinter in the world
know in the world, yes.
ever. So she
Exactly.
has it all, Inga. She has it all.
So I think if she gets healthy and she will be the first to get close to or break the world record.
I honestly believe that as well. And when I say that, I mean both of them, not just the 100, but the 100 and the
Right.
200. So she's very, very special that way. But there's more movements again from elite performance. So Shelly's gone, Elaine is gone, and now Rashid Broadbell. Now he took off when he went there, and he kind of come a champion, and he got all these awards. He got the bronze at the Olympics, and he's leaving, and he's going back to MVP. So that's 2 people leaving from elite who were from MVP going back to MVP. So interested to see how that one works out. A lot of people, it sounds like that elite camp is falling apart. I really don't believe so. I mean, for Broadbell, I mean, my first thought when I heard it was that I know he's dating Williams there, and sometimes I don't like when you have that relationships in the camp.
Okay.
He's a 110 hurdler, she's the 400 champion. So it's like, is that the reason? I thought at first, but then you see all these other people leaving, so we don't know if something else is going on
hmm
with the camp itself. But I know he did extremely well going there, but he didn't do so well this year because of injuries. He didn't take off that we all expected him to. So going back to MVP may be good for him, but I think I just may put my neck on the block here and say I think he would have been better off staying where he is at elite. But we're gonna see. Put nothing past MVP when it comes to these hurdlers.
Right.
Another one leaving, so Tachi Gale, who is a former world champion in the long jump. He has had a torrid like 3, 4 years with injuries, and he won 2019, hasn't done much since. Been there, thereabouts, going to the games, but nothing special. He's leaving MVP. So everybody is going back to MVP and he's leaving MVP. So
Mm.
he's going to go over now to coach Kerry Lee Ricketts, who coaches his wife Shanika Ricketts, who won silver in the triple jump. Excellent, excellent guy, excellent, excellent coach. So let's see how he does when he moves over. So that's a lot of movement happening in Jamaica, Ingle. A lot of movement there.
There's a lot of things are happening in Jamaica for sure. I didn't realize it's so much.
So much going on there. So we're going to see if it takes effect and if there's more. There's rumors that there are more, but these are the ones that are well advanced. And I think training starts in a week or two. So we're going to maybe three because World Championships is all the way in September. So they may start training in November. So by the end of the month, we know where everybody's going to be because it's going to be in camp for first week of November for sure. So we'll see how that goes. In other news happening over there, well, not in Jamaica, but we talk a little bit about IOC, and a lot of people complaining about them, but it was a little surprising to me to see three major Japanese sponsors all terminate their contracts with the IOC at the same time.
Hmm.
Toyota, Panasonic, and Bridgestone. And I'm not sure what is behind it. I think they said, some people are saying what happened with the Olympics being moved from 2020 to 2021 and how they got treated. I don't know if that is true or not, but to see three major sponsors drop out at the same time, England, I don't know. Is this a sign for the Olympic Committee that something is not right?
It definitely have to be a sign that something is not right, and they need to figure out why that is happening. But yeah, maybe they're not happy with what you said just now.
Yeah, I don't know, man, but it doesn't look good. So I'm sure they'll find others that, well, for their sake, they better. But I'll see how that one works out. In some other news, which I found a little surprising, so the New York Times are saying now that WADA, Anti-Doping Association for the World, lost track of open doping cases and test results
Yeah, I saw
before
that.
the Paris Olympics. It's like, what are you talking about? They said they lost 900 suspected doping results,
Yeah,
and over 2,000 cases may be affected by this and with missing or incorrect data. So England, I'm just shocked to read this.
yeah. When I read that, I was like, "What's going on?" Like, I mean, I guess people can get into your database and do whatever they want to, but
Yeah,
you should have the proper protections and backups and stuff there somewhere.
I know. Anyway, WADA came out and refuted the story, saying, they had some temporary technical issues, whatever that means, but
Hmm.
it in no way negatively impacted the Paris Games. So they're covering themselves. But I mean, I in Jamaica they say if it doesn't go so, it goes close to so. So something happened in England, and it's not good.
Something,
Definitely not good.
yeah, something's not right. But that, as you said, they keep denying it and
Yeah,
deny,
yeah,
deny, deny, right?
that's all you can do.
Yeah.
And quickly, I know we don't have a lot of time today, but Kim Collins, your favorite Islander from your country
Yes.
there, he's been named the first ever track and field ambassador for St. Kitts Athletics to boost global sponsorship. So, what do you think of that calling, though?
I think it should have happened a long time ago, and I also think he
Agree.
should be a national hero instead of just being the politicians.
Yes, I agree. I think going into politics probably caused him not to become a national hero.
Yes. Yeah.
So,
Yes, getting involved in one party constantly.
yeah, it just destroyed
Definitely.
him. So,
It's a good move for sure.
I'm happy that they finally did it, and he certainly deserves it more and more and more.
He does.
Anything else in track?
No, I think that's it for me, track. Let's
All
see.
right, so we're gonna have a quick chat about football, soccer, and Lionel Messi. He scored twice in a
Oh,
3-2 win against Columbus Crew to help
yes.
the club win the MLS Supporters Shield for the first time. So I don't know how great is this guy. Just how great is this guy?
Yeah.
Man just
I
comes
mean,
out of being
it's
injured for
just
like 3 months.
it just shows his greatness because, as you said, he was injured for 3 months and then he can come back. But then I look at it also, is he just so great for this league?
He's transformed the league. I mean, before he went to Inter Miami, they were bottom of the table.
There were,
Now
yeah,
they're winning the Supporters Shield and looking like they want to win the whole thing. They've
yeah,
qualified for the Club World Cup with a wild card and everything. So talk about a transformation done by one guy.
just one player. And
Yeah.
there's
And he's
also,
37 in England.
yeah, there was also discussion that he may even play the next set of World Cup qualifiers for Argentina.
Yeah, they invited him for it, and he's gonna be there. Interesting. I mean, I thought he said he wouldn't
I
hang
thought
out
he
in
was done.
2026, but
Yeah.
it looks like He's going to be there, Ingle. So even better because it means now when we go downtown, for sure, downtown Toronto. Hopefully, Argentina is playing in Toronto, so I can see
So,
him.
yeah,
Oh
hopefully.
boy.
One last look at Messi before he retires. I think we are almost out of time
Yeah.
for today. 'Cause we have to stop early. Um, so, anything else you want to wrap up it quickly?
No, that's about it. I think lots going on all over the world, and we're seeing greatness with Messi at 37. So lots to talk about. We had lots of fun on the show today.
Okay, everyone, enjoy your weekend. Have fun, but be safe.
Have a wonderful weekend, everyone, and see you soon.